Good evening, everyone. In today's discussion post on the American Revolution and Christianity, I'm going to be looking at Mark Hall's book, Faith in the Founders of the American Republic, and more importantly, his second chapter in it, where he talks about the actual views of the different religious bodies in America and the impact that those bodies had on the founding. So in his book, he lays out the ways different religious groups impacted the founding of America. For instance, how Calvinists or how Anglicans or how Reformed thinkers viewed these different topics and how they impacted the founding of America. So the founding fathers, oftentimes, and especially in modern times, are thought of as being deists or being non-religious at all. However, Mark Hall is going to point out that those things are just simply not true. The founding fathers, such as Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and James Madison, were Anglican, while John Adams and others were Congregationalists. However, they don't even make up the largest groups of founding fathers that were religious, and those were the Reformed thinkers. So, in his book, Mark Hall quotes Sidney Alston's numbers on Reformed believers, and he says that as many as 3/4 of American people in 1776 were of Reformed beliefs. This would impact the way that America was founded drastically. These Reformed thinkers not only thought of people as equal, but as the state as equal. They viewed God as the divine creator of all things and sovereign over all things, which is why we see in the founding documents multiple times that God is used, or a creator is used, to be sovereign over all things. These reformers thought that not only were the people equal, but that the state should be equal amongst themselves, therefore forming a perfect union. Oftentimes we are taught that these political thinkers, that the founding fathers, were just reading people like Locke and Montesquieu and Voltaire and these enlightened thinkers. However, the majority of what we can see that these men come from, when they attribute things like natural rights and consent of the people to be governed and to resist tyrannical authority, not only do they come from Locke, but I think also we've neglected Calvin and the impact that Calvin has had on these founding fathers. So I think it is very important to realize just the impact that Calvin and that other religions had on the founding of America. The founding fathers were not just deists. The founding fathers believed that there was a creator who was sovereign over all things. And I think that sometimes as historians we can get away from religion, or we have seen history get away from religion out of fear of who it might offend or who it might contradict.